The finest hand-picked, well-tied spring meets the chewiest brown sugar boba on the block, bursting with L-carnitine, flavor, and health. Immortal's Delight, the drink of diviners.
I don't really like that we got the male version here, not the female. Because what was it? Let me double check something. Yeah, because canonically we have the female version, not the male. I guess this is new area up here. This is standard area. This is Bellabog. Remember this area? I don't remember that area. That area. The Shushang. Yeah, it looks like underground Shushang, Bellabog. Yeah, it looks like more Lu Fang there.
Newsflash. The IPC will soon be dispatching representatives to multiple...
I can oddly just see them actual developers wearing those blue shoes. Blue slippers.
The IPC will soon be dispatching
Yeah. Just wearing those in the office, no matter what. You know, when you have this much money as they do. At this point, you know, doesn't matter what your office attire is. You're just making millions.
Representatives to multiple worlds. The effort is part of a raft of new measures to encourage trade and strengthen friendship throughout the cosmos. The Genius Society's newest masterpiece, Simulated Universe World 8, is about...
Oh, World 8. That's nice. Wonder what's in World 8.
About to go live. Madame Herta has revealed that the project is about to enter the launch phase. For further details, don't forget to tune in to our program's follow-up reporting. Renowned songstress Robin has received an
Robin? That's a new name. I haven't heard that name yet.
Invitation to perform at Penacony's Charmony Festival.
Looks like the start of a horror film right here. Like, why is she answering the phone if there's a bunch of these guys here?
Hello? Hello?
That was actually kind of clever that they covered up her face there. No, they didn't really.
Hello?
Did he actually record this in different audio? Like, this is what you have to say.
Hello, my name is Hua.
What?
Recent days, the Xianzhou Luofu has reported an uptick in supernatural activity. With evil spirits wreaking havoc across multiple locations, the Ten Lords Commission has assured citizens that it is thoroughly investigating all incidents. This program will be bringing you the latest as the story unfolds. For more details, stay tuned for the upcoming Haunted Xianzhou special program.
Beautiful creature, bless you for choosing to dally here. Allow me to ask you, as a fellow entity of the universe, are you acquainted with the goddess Sidrilla?
Oh god. Let me take a little picture here. Open up Discord. No, there's the what's this thing? Astral Express. Hold on. Who is it?
The finest hand-picked, well-tied spring meets the chewiest brown sugar boba on the block, bursting with L-carnitine, flavor, and...
That was not supposed to be playing. That Rose is all yours. Okay, back to the program. Oh, that's what I wanted to look up. Who is on this? Who is on the thing? I went backwards. That's the asterisk, correct? March, Stella, Pompon, Miko, Dan Hung, and Welt. The standard 5.
Another anomaly in this shining universe. Since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a knight can.
Is he the same as... comes from the same world as Nathan?
The beauty,
Even though their world is destroyed. I was actually hoping to go to their world, but she mentioned that it was destroyed.
What's up, guys? Most haunted place in the Luofu. Follow and share. Or else I'm gonna... I think I just... Eat it! What's up, guys? Most haunted place in the Luofu. Follow and share. Or else I'm gonna...
Or also... Okay, I really want to see these two in action together.
Yo, what's up? You're finally here.
Captain Huohua, should we start the ghost hunt now? Captain? You can just call me Huohua.
Oh. Big one Nathan's pretty good.
The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play by our own set of rules.
Oh, it's the judge. That looked like that was Chi-Chi in there.
The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play
Judge.
by our own set of rules.
Yeah, it looks like Chi-Chi right there. But I guess they were just grabbing her, and there was a blue tint on her.
Whether or not your world has a midnight hour. Good morning, good afternoon,
Oh, they
and
switched
good
the,
evening. Welcome to the Interastral Peace Media's Haunted Cienjo special program. I'm your ghostly host with the most, Albert. For today's episode, we've invited two special guests. Together, we'll be introducing you to the Cienjo's weirdest and most wonderful.
Hi everyone! I'm the Galactic Baseballer!
Speaking of weird and wonderful,
Hey guys, Grey Knifin here. It's an honor to be a guest on the 1.5 special program. Oh, I mean, Owlbert's Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh? Owlbert, did you unlock a new skin?
that's one way of putting it. Naturally, an anchor of my standing needs to have the best wardrobe department in town. Now, as our audience will be well aware, the Cienjo is constantly roaming the universe, and the universe is filled with the unknown. It should come as no surprise then that the Luofu has had its fair share of strange encounters. And speaking of strange, the trailer we just witnessed gave us a sneak peek into a place of mystery, evil, and ghost fire. Fixtral Garden.
I thought Fixtral Garden was just some old abandoned place on the Luofu. Why is it suddenly getting so much attention?
Allow me to explain. A while back, the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace was shattered, and the heliobi trapped inside were able to escape. where they went to hide? Yup. Fixtural Garden.
I see. Wait, what's a heliobi?
People say that the heliobi are the result of accumulated grievances. They can possess people, deceive the senses, affect the soul, and usurp the flesh. Those possessed exhibit bizarre behavior and restless thoughts. It's a truly frightening spectacle.
Fragile. How could it just break?
Rumor has it, the Artisanship Commission's surveillance recorded a gray-haired figure in dark clothing.
Huh. Gray hair, dark clothing. Did they have a baseball bat?
Hey, don't pin this on me. The destruction of the creation furnace was a direct result of the Stellaron disaster. Right, Albert? Just tell us more about Fixtural Garden.
Fixtural Garden has always been overflowing with yin energy, and the garden itself is littered with suppression towers, stone monoliths, and ancient trees. It's creepy enough in the day, but when the sun goes down, things get a whole lot creepier. The garden is layered and deceptive, and it's easy to lose your bearings. Since the heliobi moved in, it's probably the most dangerous place on the Lawfu. Heliobi are experts when it comes to possession, and even the most experienced Wraith Wardens and Arumaton Spectral Envoys can become their victims. When you can't tell your friend from your enemy, things tend to go south fast. If all that wasn't enough, they say that Mara-stricken members of the Ten Lords Commission also wander the garden. A word of advice? Keep your wits about you.
Sounds like great streaming material to me. I bet I could become the Cienjo's #1 streamer in no time.
Funny you should mention. To most people, Fixtural Garden was always a strange and desolate place that rarely got much attention. But now that stories are beginning to circulate, the situation has changed. Recently, the Cienjo's online forums have been filling up with posts describing supernatural phenomena in Fixtural Garden. Everything from self-playing violins to the wailing cries of vengeful ghosts. Unsurprisingly, Cienjo fans of the supernatural are loving every second.
In my experience, forums aren't exactly the most reliable news sources.
Ugh, who cares if some of it's false? This is a hype train I can't afford to miss. Trailblazer, what do you think? Want to start a ghost hunting squad with me?
Fire breathing, quiet band performances, headstands, balancing acts, spear deflection, sword juggling, and boulder smashing. Weren't enough, huh? Now you're an expert in ghost hunting?
Who said I was an expert? I just have a lot of transferable skills, that's all.
Well, you better hope so. Speaking of which, in the brand new version 1.5 Trailblaze Continuance, a Foxian Tale of the Hunted, the Ghost Hunting Squad will be responsible for chasing down Heliobi, purging evil, resolving crises, and protecting the Cienjo. A Foxian Tale of the Hunted is divided into 5 chapters and starts off with the Ghost Hunting Squad facing an unusual danger and Sojourner's ghastly referee. Once this chapter is complete, the story continues to unfold with twins, Precipient, Sword Essence, and Foxian Dream.
5 chapters, huh? We'll be topping Cienjo internet searches in no time!
See? I knew we were on the same wavelength.
In addition to Trailblaze Continuance, and together with Miss Gwaynifin, Trailblazers will also be facing Fixtural Garden dangers in both Lawfu Urban Legends and Ghost Hunting Squad missions.
Cool!
Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, during the Ghost Hunting Squad's Fixtural Exploration, Trailblazers can jointly manage Gwaynifin's socials. Posting threads is a great way to create discussion among Cienjo netizens and fans of the supernatural.
Oh, I can't wait! We're gonna get the whole Cienjo talking. Seriously, this is once-in-a-lifetime material. We gotta plug it for everything it's got. I'm talking daily updates, community engagement, all that good stuff. once you get enough momentum, the fan base grows itself.
Social media stardom is finally on the horizon.
Oh, you know, Miss Gwen-Ifen, there's always room for creative talents at the IPM, and I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I've introduced a lot of big names to the company. The Albert stamp of approval goes a long way.
Aw, thanks, Albert. I'm afraid I'm too invested in the Cienjo for now, though. Good to know there's an offer on the table.
Well, it's cool. I get it. But here's my card if you ever want to collab. Just give me a shout.
Deal. Now, where were we? Oh, socials. Increasing your account's popularity level allows you to unlock more stories and events. Your ghost hunting skills will only improve as you unlock more suppression towers and take on new challenges.
Not to mention, by completing limited time missions, Trailblazers can obtain the event light cone, hey, over here. What do you think, Guaylings? Let's give it up for Gwen-Ifen's generosity! Woo! Still, I hope the ghost hunting squad is up to the job. Sounds like we'll have a lot on our plate.
Don't worry. You might just be getting a helping hand from one of the Cienjo's most formidable forces, the Ten Lords Commission. They're the judges of the Mara Struck, the arbiters of life and death. When it comes to warding off evil and
There we go.
expelling the supernatural, nobody does it like the Ten Lords.
Yeah, that's
Despite
better.
their
That's a lot better.
reputation, they're shrouded in a certain amount of mystery.
Whoa! The 10 lords are getting involved? Just when I thought our stream couldn't get any crazier!
Well, before you get too excited, I'd spend some time getting to know your assignee. The 10 Lords have dispatched a trainee judge to assist the ghost hunting squad in investigating the Fixture Garden situation.
Trainee, huh? As long as they're confident in their abilities.
Yeah, about that.
I like the voice. I like the character art.
Huohua is a wind-type
Huohua?
character following the path of abundance
Huohua?
and a trainee judge of the 10 Lords Commission.
A trainee
is your
judge.
tail on fire? Those are the spookiest looking flames I've ever seen!
Yeah, does being on fire help with ghost hunting?
What are you two whispering about?
Nothing. Just beginning to doubt her credentials.
How did this
So why is
little
there's
girl
two names on
become a
this?
judge in the first place?
Good
Two names
question.
would mean one of those
Huohua
characters
is
on the
essentially
thing.
a magnet for evil. Something that comes in super handy for the 10 Lords Commission. They couldn't believe their luck.
Sounds qualified.
Of course. Talent comes in all shapes and sizes. The key is to bring the best out of everyone. Still, to her, Huohua's unique skill set isn't exactly a blessing. People say she has the worst luck on the Cienjo. Always running into ghosts, tripping over thin air, you know the deal.
Well, if I spent my life running into ghosts, I'd probably fall over a lot too.
I remember one of my Guaylings had the same problem. Lucky for her, one of my sponsors sells this amazing remedy that can...
And we're getting sidetracked. Anyway, I only told you half the story. Bad luck, evil attraction, call it what you like. It all started from a single unfortunate event.
Oh?
When Huohua was a little younger, her tail was possessed by a monstrous long-life species. Any guesses? Yep, it was a heliobus. That very same day, the 10 Lords Commission decided to seal the monster in its hiding place and took Huohua under their wing.
Ah, I get it. So Huohua is kind of like a 10 Lords game. guinea pig. I think Herta had a similar fate planned for me.
That may have been part of it. However, the Ten Lords realized that Hua had the ability to pacify the monster. Naturally, anyone able to wield the power of a heliobus was seen as a potential weapon of war.
But she's just a baby! How could a scared little Foxian girl ever take on the responsibilities of the Ten Lords?
Oh, Hua's well aware she's a scaredy cat. That's why she watches so many horror mercia, to train her courage. I guess you could call that fighting fear with fear. I'm here all week, y'all.
If that actually worked, I'd have joined the Stellaron Hunters already.
Practicality aside, Hua's willingness to confront her shortcomings is a true sign of professionalism. Not to mention, having spent more than a few years in the company of a heliobus, she's had to develop her own tricks for banishing evil. Hua's basic attack, Banner's Stormcaller, can deal wind damage to a single target.
Kind of looks like her tail is the one making the decisions.
When using her skill, Talisman Protection, Hua bravely brandishes her banner, restoring HP to a single ally and adjacent teammates.
Are you sure she's not trying to surrender?
Hua's ultimate, Tail Spiritual Domination, can regenerate allies' energy and increase their attack.
Whoa! So that's what a heliobus looks like.
No wonder it took the Ten Lords Commission to seal it away.
When under the influence of her tail, Hua has a few special talents. After using her skill, she receives Sacrifice Life. Sacrifice Life can grant allies a set amount of HP restoration at the beginning of their respective turns or when they use their ultimate.
Nice! Not bad for a trainee, huh? This ghost hunting squad's gonna kick butt.
That's not all. Hua's technique, Fiend Impeachment of Evil, sends her enemies into a horror-struck state and scatters them in all directions. When attacking a horror-struck enemy, there's a chance of reducing their attack.
Oh, scaring away your enemies. Nice moves, Hua. Still not getting judge vibes, though.
Hey, easy on the trainee. Of course, when you're dealing with Heliobi, the more judges, the better. That's why the Ten Lords appointed a seasoned veteran to bring up the rear. I'm talking about none other than Hanya! Hanya is a netherworld judge of the Ten Lords Commission. She's a physical type character, following the path of harmony.
Ah, I remember that face. I saw her on the Return to Darkness light cone.
Correctamundo. Rumor has it, she's one of two sisters dedicated to the work of the Ten Lords. She's responsible for predicting karmic offenses and recording corresponding judgments. Or to be more precise, Hanya reads the karmic sins of criminals and uses her oracle brush to record their punishments. She's good at her job and takes it super seriously. In the Ten Lords Commission, her reputation precedes her.
Sounds like a Ten Lord celebrity.
She's put in the hours, that's for sure. In order to determine their sins, Hanya reads the memories of the Mara struck in the form of dreams.
Cool. Sounds like our ghost hunting squad just found its guiding light. No offense, Hua, but those sound like credentials.
Hey, enough with the Hua bullying. But speaking of credentials, it's time to see what Hanya can do on the battlefield. During her basic attack, Hanya uses her oracle brush to assault the enemy, dealing physical damage to a single target.
She really lives by the pen is mightier than the sword, huh? I'll get my coat.
In addition to dealing physical damage to a single target, Hanya's skill, Samsara Lot, can inflict them with a burdened state.
Ooh, is that
microphone.
Hanya's way of marking enemies prior to sentencing?
Pretty much. Allies inflict
Anyways,
increased
she's hot.
damage on enemies marked with burden. And if that wasn't enough, after an ally launches
And
a set
talent
amount
for
of attacks on an
Hua
enemy
is
marked
kinda
with
weak, I
burden,
think.
they recover a skill point.
When the going gets tough,
Neat.
Hanya's got your buff.
Hanya's ultimate,
I also like that
Lord's
she's
decree,
Abundance
all
Queen.
shall obey, can increase speed and attack for a single ally. When Hanya uses her technique during exploration, she immediately launches an attack and inflicts burden on a random enemy.
When the enemy won't budge, call in the judge.
All that aside, in version 1.5, the new Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Perdition, will appear within the Fixtural Garden map on the Cienjo Lafu. Complete the challenge to obtain new physical ascension materials. Within the same map, we'll also be welcoming Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Darkness. Complete the challenge to obtain 2 brand new cavern relics, Prisoner in Deep Confinement and Grand Duke Incinerated to Ashes. Woo! Well, that just about brings us to the final sections of our Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh? Already? This program isn't nearly haunted enough for my liking. Where are all the ghost stories? You know, beautiful Foxian spirits knocking on your door at midnight? That kind of thing.
I think you're thinking of a different program.
Moving swiftly on to some exciting updates. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the following commercials. Hey, you there! Sick and tired of the daily grind? Had enough of running errands? Do you long for rapturous applause and cheering voices? How about increased self-confidence and a Scott Business Alliance, made for the champions? In order to bring our audience a brand reward for anyone that can help me restore the images. Actions speak louder than words. Miss March's memories are in your hands. Madam Herda of the Genius Society is about to launch unlimited beta testing for the newly developed Simulated Universe World 8. Participants will have their costs covered and progress saved for future iterations. In order to participate in this offline confidential beta test,
So we're having another
please
championship
head to
boxing
the most
thing.
mysterious place in the universe.
Some event with
Herda's office.
Smart.
Test participants will be rewarded with a brand new Pentagoni Land of the Dreams and Ferment Frontline Glamath Planar Ornaments. What are you waiting for? Get testing! One must explore. The Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events are about to begin. It's the version you know and love. Let the computer do the hard work for 3 minutes and get your hands on double rewards together with Argenti. One must explore the essence of beauty to appreciate the depth of chivalry. Yes, it is I, your beloved avian servant. Welcome to Interastral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we will be introducing a new friend of the universe.
Yo, how's my favorite audience doing? Great to see you. We've hardly been gone, and Albert here's already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo, but we're about to be discussing a night of impeccable elegance. It's time to get fancy. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce a member of the Knights of Beauty, Argenti! Argenti is a physical type character following the path of erudition. As a devoted admirer of Adrilla the Beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe and extolling their name.
Ah, so the simulated universe occurrences Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and Knights of Beauty to the rescue. They're obviously related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while testing the simulated universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot. Especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy, helping others as a matter of principle, and offering sincere praise to all things in the universe. Such is the code of conduct that Argenti lives by. In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent, but those provided by the Knights are beyond question. May the names of Argenti and the Beauty Be blessed for all eternity.
Speaking of which, Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial all about?
Well, Argenti magnanimously answered our call and agreed to appear in our commercial as a corporate ambassador. Oh, and I nearly forgot our end of the bargain. The IPM acknowledges that Idrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Albert, what did you get yourself into now?
No need to worry. Just a little two-way back scratching.
Okay. Kinda TMI. But I still don't really understand the concept of the beauty.
Allow me to explain. Idrilla's beauty permeates everything. Take Argenti, for example. From his daily armor cleaning routine to his constant grace, all of it stems from his pursuit of the beauty. Elegance is Argenti's middle name and even manifests itself in his combat. Argenti's basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, can deal physical damage to a single target. His skill, Justice Hereby Blooms, can deal physical damage to all enemies.
Nice! Man, I wish I looked that elegant in combat.
Argenti's ultimate is pretty unique, triggering different effects depending on the amount of energy consumed. Such is the manifold beauty of Idrilla. When consuming a small amount of energy, Argenti's ultimate, for in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all energy, Argenti's ultimate becomes Merit Bestowed in My Garden, which deals greater damage. It also inflicts additional damage on a random target.
Huh? Wait, so you can choose how much energy to release?
That's not all. Argenti's talent, Sublime Object, can allow Argenti to regenerate additional energy and obtain a stack of self-cultivation. Self-cultivation can increase Argenti's crit rate.
Oh, so the more self-cultivation, the fiercer his attacks. Or, to put it another way, Argenti needs to attack as many enemies as possible. The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Exactly! Stronger combat, faster energy regeneration, more enemies to attack.
Argenti giving erudition vibes. I'm here for it.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range. Dazed enemies are unable to launch attacks. Attacking a dazed enemy to enter combat not only deals damage to all enemies, but also regenerates Argenti's energy.
Woo! Argenti is kinda handsome. I'm feeling a little dazed myself.
They say looks can kill. That's true. That Argenti fans are in for a fatal surprise in version 1.5. In Night of Universal Hallucinations, Trailblazers will encounter Argenti en route to a Washtopia.
Wait a second. A wash a what now? I shower every day.
Slow down there, Trailblazer. Have you never asked yourself how the Astral Express stays so clean and shiny?
Because Pom-Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train stops at Washtopias along its journey. Washtopias specialize in cleaning interstellar craft. There are all kinds of fast-acting, lemon-scented, antibacterial... We're getting off topic! All you need to know is that the encounter with Argenti is one of excitement and wonder.
I am not looking forward to it.
And a little bird tells me he's set for a showdown with the entire crew.
I don't get it. Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? Far too bourge a term. What you meant to say was a chivalrous display of gentlemanly fortitude. Anyway, Argenti only challenges those who he deeply respects.
Ah, you mean that the illustrious galactic baseballer's reputation doth precede one?
Sure. Anyway, with the Drilla's blessing, let's move straight on to the version 1.5 Warp events.
Finally!
First off, during the first phase of version 1.5 in the character
I'll get Arlen and Saval.
Gloom and Gloom,
I need one
Trailblazers
more
can
Saval, I
obtain the
think.
limited 5-star character Wah-Wah.
Yours, my favorite scaredy cat trainee judge!
During the second phase of version 1.5, we'll be welcoming 2 character event warps.
Wow, Lynx again.
In Thorns of Scented Crown, Trailblazers
Oh, she's
can
a
obtain the
4-star?
limited 5-star character Argenti.
our knight in shining armor!
I'm kind of sad to the
Meanwhile, in
4-star.
Contract Zero, the familiar face of Silver Wolf will be joining the war. Not to mention the 4-star character Hanya, who will be appearing in both the aforementioned second phase character event.
I thought she was a 5-star, not
long
4-star.
time no see, Silverwolf. I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
You want to ask her the next time you see her?
You
I'd rather
first.
have them replaced, you know. She be the 5-star, he be the
Now,
4-star.
it's time to take a look at version 1.5's
careful.
light cones. In the first phase of version 1.5, the drop rate for action and character is about to rate for the 5-star light cone, Night of Fright, will own an instance before the 5-star light cone. The train will be boosted.
All aboard!
The train is about to make the jump. And here's some other cool stuff. Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and character ascension screens, every character will have brand new voice
This
lines.
is a different kind of arena.
Promoted again? Is that good or bad?
Is that Huohuo's ascension line? So cute! Wait, if a character's already fully ascended, can we still hear their line?
We got you covered. All audio lines get saved in the index. You can listen back at any time. Here's something else. In version 1.5, we'll also be seeing a guest book feature update. If Trailblazers are ever curious to check which friends have visited the Express, the guest book has a record and message from each visit.
Oh, that's neat. I like
Such
that.
a neat idea!
Additionally, the Forgotten Hall will also be receiving updates in 1.5. First up, in Forgotten Hall Combat, Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Re-challenge?
It's like this. If things aren't going too smooth when challenging a certain stage, Trailblazers can choose to return to the Forgotten Hall map and restart the challenge. When re-challenging, previously used technique points are replenished. A chance to replan your maze technique strategy, perhaps. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, stopping and restarting a challenge in the second half of a stage doesn't mean you have to redo the first half.
That was very annoying.
That is a relief.
And when entering the Forgotten Hall, your combat lineup for each stage is now remembered, regardless of whether you met with victory or defeat. Your previous lineup will be waiting for you on the preparation screen. No need for manual selection.
Now that's my kind of update.
Can't wait for Trailblazers to give it all a spin. The Forgotten Hall is an important system within the game. Updates will continue to be rolled out, so stay tuned for future versions. Well, looks like it's time for our final redemption code. Let's wrap up version 1.5 special program.
Aw, is it that time already? I was just getting started.
Be my guest, Trailblazer. This owl is ready to flap.
Aren't you forgetting something, Albert? I'm pretty sure you didn't mention
The thing.
Thing? What thing?
The thing!
that thing. Winky, winky.
Gift of Odyssey. How could I forget? In version 1.5, Trailblazers through the check-in event.
There it is!
Heck yeah!
Gotta love a check-in event. And that's not the only thing to love in version 1.5. Anything in today's IPM programs tickle your fancy, guys?
You had
Okay.